Welcome back to the show. Ninjas in Pajamas will be facing Faze. They've been playing already today. They've played 2 matches against each other, and they're going to play 2 more now. Excuse me. Had a cold drink, triggers the asthma. Train and Inferno will be the 2 matches that they are playing, starting, of course, with Train, which is the home map for Ninjas in Pajamas. I haven't looked at the results of the... I was deathmatching, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I hate there's a spawn on Dust 2, like, near where the football spawns, where you get stuck.
Stuck in the air.
Why is that still a thing?
There's also on the last version of Dust 2, but by Long A. Remember, you get in that one wall, you get stuck?
I do vaguely remember what you're talking about.
Why do they have that there?
Why don't they move it?
I
It's
don't know.
really
Why don't
annoying.
we fix it?
I wanted to tweet Frag Shack, but I couldn't find a Twitter account. Sorry, it'll fix itself, don't worry.
It's okay.
I literally had a cold can of drink, and it's just like, what are you supposed to do? I need room temperature stuff. It's actually better for commentators to have room temperature drinks in general, but even more so for me because I have asthma. Although my asthma is not normally this bad, as obviously you guys will realize, because I'm not always coughing like this. But this time of year, pretty much every year, it just becomes worse. But all the aircon in America doesn't help
because of
either.
the dust, the smog?
I don't know. I don't know why, because I was in London for 4 days, and I didn't cough almost ever. But here,
You're in LA.
a lot more.
Smoggy, maybe.
I honestly don't understand. I don't really understand the asthma so much. So I don't know. But it will be trained.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm glad you're okay, though.
Thanks, man. I had a kind tweet from a guy who he had an asthma attack and ended up in a wheelchair
Whoa.
because of it. So that's a pretty serious one.
Permanently?
I haven't. I mean, I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't had an asthma attack since I was a child. So fingers crossed on that note. But if he is tuned in, then thank you for the kind words. So again, Train will be the first map between these 2. I think it should be a good map for Ninjas in Pajamas. I would like to see a W for both sides. I think they both deserve a W. They both need 2 Ws though from this. They both need to go 2-0. We'll see what frame of mind FaZe and Nico are in. He was a bit triggered yesterday with all his travel and playing games around the travel. But here we are, 2 more games to go, and then he is free from the shackles for the time being. So we'll see what they can bring to the table. The game is live, so we'll soon be into it very quickly indeed. Ninjas in Pajamas will be on the counter-terror side. 5 sets of Kevlar, no defuse kits, nothing like that. Nico with a P250. Rain with a flash and a smoke. So Rain has dropped the P250 to Nico. Saw an early engagement from Olofmeister towards the main position, but the focus appears to be on B, where there are 2 players lying in wait, Dennis and Get Right. Get Right looking on the upper position. Dennis looking on the lower position, looking for the cross at this point. So the smoke towards connector from Rain. The flashbang over the top in case anybody's holding close, and off they go. 4 players moving into the site. Olofmeister won't hang around too much for the for rotation. In fact, he will go back for that. It's a nice shot from Dennis. The bomb has been planted, however, and the T's are encroaching on the NIP positions, moving forward. 3 versus 3. Rez moving in on a flank now, having taken care of Olofmeister. Rain still on default, double peek almost, but that's a... How does he get that? Okay, it was Lecro who got it. That would have looked really weird if it was Rez. Rain still here, not here anymore. Guardian on the high ground. What has he got to try and stop this? Does he focus on the planter? It's a 10-second defuse. He's past the angle. He's looking very good for it. 2 headshots from Guardian, and a pistol run goes for the Faze.
Almost a great retake by NIP. And this is why I always advocate getting at least 1 kit around. You have to get a kit. I'm a huge fan of always just, smoke kit. Probably would have had that round. He was at the 5-second mark. It was 5 seconds defuse. If you had a kit, that would be round 1. Get a kit, Faze though. Have 2 MAC-10s. Guardian's going to keep the pistol. Looks like he's going to op on the 2nd round, or on the 3rd round, I should say. Rez is going to make something happen.
Cheeky.
But no cigar.
Indeed, Guardian will want to hold on to his Kevlar. He knows there is unlikely to be a force buy from NIP. And even if there was, he can always pick up a weapon from a teammate if necessary. He can provide some utility. Olofmeister's made his way through the IV position. And indeed, these players will paper thin, but he's got to conserve his ammo. Awkward spray with the MAC-10, but he's kept players entertained. Now, there's an opportunity for Ninjas in Pajamas to make some extra money with that MAC-10. position themselves well for the exit frag, then that would be some very much needed bonus money.
There you go. They capitalized on that. Extra 600 in the bank. Torso, not doing much, getting taken out. Only 2 lost by Faze. A little expensive, but not too bad.
Yeah, an exchange of headshots, and we are 2-0 in favor of Faze. So let's see what the third round CT buy looks like on Train. Again, just like we saw from Fnatic in the matches prior, they will be prioritizing the rifles, Ninjas in Pajamas. They've got more grenades than we saw from Fnatic in their first buy round though, on one of those matches. So we'll see what they're able to do. They've got 2 flashes on Dennis, so maybe Rez will try to have a look into main. He's reasonably close. Dennis is in that connector position now.
He tried to be quiet, and he got to turn around. Like he made a noise. What are you doing?
The look. I know that look. Normally the one giving it, not being recipient. Smoke towards Ivy, and the T's are moving in. Faze are moving in all over this A train yard. But there are 4 NIP players here waiting around the other side that he smokes, around the bomb train. They're somewhat isolated. One play falling off for the Faze clan, but they have the kill advantage for the time being. Lekro moving back up Ivy at the moment, and Get Right is making his way through connector. Bomb not planted just yet. The smoke, of course, towards Ivy. Very important to get the bomb planted, and they will be able to do that. Spray from Get Right under the train won't yield a kill, but 2 of these 3 players are very low. But Guardian, if he looks back up towards Ivy, maybe he spots Lekro, as we can see the players exchanging positions almost. There's Nico taken out, touching the bomb, forcing the T's out from their hidey holes. Guardian in main. Where's the other trade fragger though? Again, such timing. They don't believe Lekro's on it. Too close to the corner, and Rain will get the frag. 3-0 for Faze.
Lekro almost dropping the ball. That orange ball was in Ivy, and he kicked it like 5 times, trying to sneak into the smoke. Surprised none of the Faze players heard it. But the one thing to note from the last round, Guardian bought an AWP last round. He had $2,000 extra. Buying an AWP on the 3rd round, still at $2,000 extra.
Not bad.
That's ridiculous. Let's look at his money now. He's almost 5,000.
That's really cool, because if he loses it, he'll have the money to buy it again. Sometimes I make calculated sacrifices. I might not buy grenades, so like worst case scenario, I've got exactly the money for an AWP and no Kevlar. Only Dennis with Kevlar in this round, a bunch of Desert Eagles, and a 5-7. 3 players on B for Ninjas in Pajamas. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots from Get Right. Minimal connection. Pot shots now through the smoke, but nothing massive is happening. Rez has got a chance to pick up a rifle, but doesn't want to pull it out. Or even just focus on picking it up, just keeping their pistol out. 3 players remain, all 3 actually now on the B-bomb side, with different angles. Forrest with a nice headshot onto Rain. He can run distraction now, but oh, that's another one. Guardian and Nico left. Still a pretty tough spot for the NIP side, but Nico has to do a lot of this AK. Guardian cleaning up with the AWP though. He spotted 1. There is a trade from Forrest. 2 versus 1 now, and there's another one. How many kills from Forrest is that? 3 in that round. All the Desert Eagle spam. Working for Ninjas in Pajamas for a surprise round. Deagle
galores, and that's a nice one to win. Now, we're in a similar situation where they're in a save and they bought, so now they have a bunch of extra money on top of 2 guns. One of them being an AWP. So just patient play by NIP. He's taking shots, let Faze over-peak. Faze was definitely re-peaking way too many times by themselves, not exchanging kills. And NIP took advantage of that. Guardian able to climb the AWP as well for the 2nd round.
3-1, both teams on the buy. Rain on fire. Fire isn't good if you're in the fire, unless you are a dead shrimp, and maybe it's good for everybody else, but not for you. Grenades going into the A side. That appears to be the focus for now for Faze. No Faze players towards Ivy just yet, but look at the frags raining in for the CTs for the likes of Ninjas in Pajamas. We've got Olaf Meister taking out in his own position. Guardian and Nico trying to put in work. Nico can't go too close to this corner because where he's standing now, his legs are visible to somebody who's further away. Lekro's heard the footsteps and he's seen the bomb. Guardian remains versus 4. Still dangerous. There's plenty of time for him to massacre these players, and he's very capable. Been loving Guardian's play of late. No sound cues from Molotov. Catches Liquor with another grenade in his hand. And do you really want to give him the 1v1s? No. May have to give up the bomb control. Not the easiest map to trade on. Spotting one player towards Hell. Elevated re-peek on the pallet. I'm not sure if he knows if there's a player in the Pop Dog as well. Checking E-box. Starting around, looking for more information. Spotted a player towards camera or stop sign, whichever you prefer. Is that the same player that was in Hell, though? He isn't quite sure. Get right, moving in for a double peek with the player who's in Pop Dog. 23 seconds, and now Guardian's really running low, and it's a question of damage rather than anything else. You can see the respect being given to him. Now, does he run to his doom, or does he try and hide in plain sight? It is quite a risk if he tries to just stand here and save his AWP. But with 9 seconds on the clock, what more can he go for? Well, 6 seconds now, he might find himself another frag. Do you really want to chase him? Hiding in the smoke. Rest spot for Guardian. Oh, another shot from him. A nice headshot. That was so far.
Wow.
Oh, God, then he's cost them a lot of money.
That was so
dangerous. That's what I'm
so
talking about.
But he managed to pull it off and gets 2 kills at the end. At this point, with 50 seconds left, I thought he'd, be a little more passive, sit back kind of thing.
This shot. Huge. He heard the ladder.
Disastrous.
He positioned his aim for minimal correction. And indeed, he's so dangerous. You can't hunt Guardian with a minute on the clock. You just
wait it out. Just hide. Let him plant the bomb if you have to, because his flicks are ridiculous. But Faze slowing it down. They have 2 towards the Ivy, 3, or at least 2 above ladder, 2 middle. I can't tell by the map. I'm just kind of feeling it out. Trying to bait any extra nades, extra utility. Feeling out. Hey, does a CT7 AWP? Let's find out. But the point being, Faze should really... The Glock should be the bodyguard for Guardian. Absorb bullets, let him take pop shots, let him take free shots as they sneak on here towards this inner halls.
I would presume they'll go for a boost to look over to Dennis's position, but I don't think he's in that elevated spot. Oh no, they're just going straight for the battle play. Again, probably a meat shield from someone, I would imagine.
Don't go first, Guardian. Do not go first. Let your teammates go first, please.
Okay, distraction is being run, and there we go. Operation Human Shields. And bomb looks good to be planted now. How much does Guardian want to commit to this? The bomb is down. If they could get Dennis, that would be a massive win for them towards... Oh, looks away at the wrong time. And now they might be on to win, but Guardian taking so much damage. I think the round might just be over unless they can get back to the AWP. Rain has collected it. Does he run away? Does he go for more damage? Goes for the flick, but you would have preferred Nico to pick it up. And it is the crisis averted for Faze. Sorry, for Ninjas in Pajamas. 3 players surviving for them. They can collect the AWP. Thank you and goodbye.
Good recovery by NIP. That 3 people lower ramp spamming Guardian pretty much through the smoke. Won him the round because it looked like Faze was about to run away with that. Those 2 kills inside and killing the Opper, which was Dennis.
Guardian gone from an AWP to a Galil in this round. Carrigan on the Krieg, which for those of you who don't know is more accurate than the AK-47. Ooh, they're looking to charge up this IV position. Will they be ready for this? Lecro trying to take it to them, but he's outnumbered. Maybe ill-equipped. Surprising loss from Rain. Forrest though, so dangerous, running out of bullets however. Rez coming to the rescue. He's got a USP. The last player's in the red. Boom! Nico now, 1 versus 2. So much time on the clock. Didn't know where he is. He just got a frag, so have a rough idea. But he's moved so quickly. They'll surely never expect this going for the taps, but this is the first shot. Rare miss from him. And Dennis will prove victorious. 2 rounds, 2 kills for Dennis. And Faze are in Eco Town. 4 rounds in a row for Ninjas in Pajamas.
4 rounds indeed. Faze losing their momentum. Going to get a pistol armor, smokes, flashes. Guardian not buying the full armor or a pistol. He wants to save as much as possible. Try to get all for the next round. Ninjas and Pams though, just playing pretty safe, except for Lecro's pushed out Ivy again. He's probably won't expect 2 times in a row, right? You caught me last round, let me try it again. And his correction assumption was right. Right, getting tagged up though, and still playing close. Force is going to fall back. So now it's going to have to Almost played like a semi-retake site in the off switch. Bogdan's Law. Right there for you.
Getting right low. Will wheels the AWP. Lurk smoke up above. Then it's by Oil. Get right on the high ground, trying to flash the players, but then moving up the catwalk position. Look at the numbers here with the pistols. They're spreading like the Zerg army. They're all over the place. It might be hard to control. 4 ninjas in pajamas. No weapons collected. Karrigan picked off towards Oil. 2 versus 2. 2 M4A4s remain. It seems Forest knows where Rain is, but who is going to make a play first? Rain's got a CZ, so this could be very dangerous. Forest moving to the rear. Is Rain going to peek out? Oh, he's completely missed that one.
He ducked right under it.
Yeah. Now, Lekro, if he can find a guy towards Oil, does he just go for the hero defuse? Moving forward. Rain is closing on into position. He's going to be in a crossfire now. Shorty shots in the back. The knife is out for Guardian. And the round is there for FaZe. A pistol round proving successful. 2 rifles stolen as well. An unlikely round from them, but it is FaZe after all.
Great force by and teamwork by Team FaZe. The routes and their spacing was really well. It kind of forced Nip to really, they couldn't get momentum in exchanging kills because FaZe was literally just swarming the inside players up and down. It's great to see that even though it's an eco round, they're not throwing it away. They're trying to win every round. Looks like a rush going to be an inside bomb site. FaZe. Karrigan's going to lead the way up here. Spotting the guy at the summit spot, but Lekro! 2 headshots.
Deagle God. Top 3 Deagle Lekro. Seen many highlights on Train as well from when he used to be on Godsend. That grenade, though, will put him out of his misery. That leaves Dennis with the P250. It is interesting when you're going for bursts and such with the scoped Krieg, that sometimes you can lose a bit of the spray. But it is the same scoped in as it is unscoped. It's like the second part of a 7 if you were writing a 7. After the side bit to the diagonal. The diagonal bit, so this one goes like from top right to bottom left kind of thing. So you control the spray.
7, I remember that when I spray with the SIG or SG.
Yeah, it's got the nice Martini skin as well. I paid a lot of money for that.
The Martini skin?
Yeah, because I bought a souvenir one. Before they put it into drops on a map, it was only at the major it was dropping. Scratched all the stickers off, which was very upsetting for some reason to a lot of people on the internet. I don't understand that. It's like, it's my skin, I'll do what I want with it, but
it's
anyway,
their skin.
Yeah, belongs to the people. Round lead for FaZe. Back and forth for Fair indeed. It has been a fast approach to a number of these rounds from FaZe. And again, they won't be too shy. Molotov's around that pop dog position. Rez is isolated there. Forest moving through the smoke. 1 kill for him. Then it's picked off in the meantime. Forest will be taken away, as will Rez. So many frags flying through. Down to 2 versus 2 now. Rain on 8 HP. And he's going up the ladder. The bomb's on the floor on the other side of E-Box, however. And Rain's heading towards main. Karrigan biding his time with the Krieg. And with the time on the clock, Rain will be heading all the way towards Ivy. Now, if somebody was in the hell position, they would hear Rain running up Ivy, which is part of the reason why he has to walk at a certain point.
It's nice. I like his move to fall all the way back from, was it ladder inside all the way to Ivy?
Yeah.
But NIP looks like they could be sniffing it out as Get Right gets Rain popping on Ivy. Now it's 1 and 2 for Karrigan.
The game sense is so awesome because both Lekro and Get Right did consider the flank at the absolute perfect timing for the rotation. So again, experience is that 6th sense of the game. There's Karrigan with the Krieg. Where is the final player now? Not committing to the bomb plant. Lekro may have made a step. Oh, he's caught with the grenade. The Molotov, the time is low. Lekro's playing it well. Karrigan's on 5, down to 19 HP. Middle of the train. Lekro not ready for it, but Karrigan can't shoot fast enough. And it's 5 to 5. 1 player surviving. Money tight for both teams.
Good play by Lekro, except for the Molotov part. I felt like Karrigan didn't really know where he was, and so Lekro kind of gave away his position at that point. Might have worked out in the end, I guess. And nice work by NIP recovering from that. It looked like FaZe was about to run away with that, and Lekro with the op kills, bringing life back at NIP. 5 to 5, timeout for FaZe. Alps, Deagle, Tech 9. What is FaZe going to do this round?
I thought they would force it up. Situation is Bristol for Ninjas in Pajamas. FaZe have already won a round in this half with a lot less.
FaZe loves to favor the inside take on their like half buys. So we'll see if they follow the same suit. And it looks like they are. They were doing this a lot yesterday against VP as well.
It seems easier to swarm if you can get out of the choke point on B than A.
Also, usually teams are playing one inside a lot of times.
That's a nuisance smoke, which will buy some time for Ninjas in Pajamas as things quieten. Maybe we'll see a rotation of a second player. Very aggressive setup from Ninjas in Pajamas towards Ivy. Forrest playing close with the MP9, and Lecro's holding an angle with AWP. He has a flash though, and I do wonder, especially with that Molotov towards B, if he will throw it, so they will look for information. Otherwise, they're going to be very far away. And again, those numbers will be abused. Indeed, Forrest has pushed. Lecro starting to rotate, but is it too little too late? We've got two players on the B-bomb site. Dennis and Get Right finishes in Pajamas. Counter flashes, stopping the T's from advancing around the bomb train. But again, they're pushing the sidewalk once more. Nico's so deep, trading immediately. Dennis creeping up from Oil, spots Nico though, trying to stop that kill from coming in. There is a man advantage though for FaZe, and it gets even better. Rez left alone with the UMP. Again, Nip caught out of position towards the A side. Guardian having a re-peek. 3 versus 1 though. Rez waiting for an eventual trade fragger, but there's one of the two options. Carrigan and FaZe are in the lead once again.
FaZe with a successful another inside take. NIP, I feel like I would like to see a little more flashbangs when they're coming out Z. Seems like FaZe is kind of running up towards that sidewalk very quickly every time they take that inside bomb side, and they usually get like 1 or 2 kills because of it almost every time. So NIP, maybe an extra smoke, extra flash for the retake on that lower site would help secure them spilling into the bomb site. And off the bat, Forrest gets a nice shot in rain, but Guardian quickly there to exchange the kills. Olaf, ooh, the Deegs, they're coming out tonight.
Yeah, Lecro again. Always a problem with the Desert Eagle. Now he's picked up an AK-47. Carrigan spotted one player. That Krieg will tear you to shreds. But NIP have more players for position. Get right, asking questions of Carrigan. Maybe running distraction. Almost sandwiched now as Carrigan. Get right, not biting just yet though. Lecro repositioning Guardian. Will he have the angle? Was the barrel C? He can hit a scope for sure. Got to be really careful with Guardian. If he scopes again, Lecro will know that he can continue to flank. 3 versus 3 in minutes on the clock. Guardian misses his shot. Did he spot a player towards Hell? I don't think so. Seen him now. Does he go for the duel? He does. Lecro not quite making it though. It's going to be a close one. Both players low. Next bullet wins, I think it's fair to say. And Nico has position for now. He could be anywhere. Just holding an angle, waiting for something. Now, what does he choose to do? 38 seconds. He's at old bomb. But it's his CSGO. He can't plant the bomb there. And it seems he will head towards B.
You know, let's get right at the ladder. I was holding it kind of a passive angle, but expecting Get Right to maybe go for a gun. Instead of rotating back inside. Now Get Right should know it's inside by now. Himself a little SG.
Yeah, I'm sure he would prefer an AK. Didn't really see him playing with the upgraded weapons. So many years with these weapons. He's got no kit. So this is surely, he's surely doomed. If he can't find him, does he even bother? Probably not.
Save the gun.
Maybe there's a Guardian's AWP could be collected somewhere if he had one.
Oh yeah, they know that there's an AWP at T middle. And I'm pretty sure teammates are going to communicate as you see Get Right going head, you know, very quickly towards that area. And there he goes. He gets an AWP out of it.
Made the best of a bad situation. Now, does he throw it to somebody we normally see an AWP from? Yeah, like the Forest, makes sense. He has Kevlar, doesn't matter as much with the AWP, especially with the reduced aim punch versus what it used to be, which was quite ridiculous.
I think it's necessary now. Should bring it back. Optic's too easy.
Forrest has picked up some Kevlar to go with it.
Look at this. 4 people Ivy for FaZe. Oh no, not 4, 3.
All right then. Can they avoid the pistols? Look at that.
Superman.
Into the angle. Get right taken down with ease by Rain. But Forrest is still alive with the AWP. 3 men rotating towards the B bomb site for Ninjas in Pajamas. Rez making his way to the high grounds. Faze still chilling out around Ivy. Going to collect the bomb maybe.
Let NIP overthink themselves maybe?
They don't know if anyone's pushed main though. Which may slow them down for a while.
But they're not making too much crazy moves just yet. They're in the process of grouping up a little bit. You have Olaf do Olaf things, lurking in that T middle. Gonna call out numbers maybe. As the Faze gather up. Rez is kind of posted up on this lower ramp area. Might get Rain caught off guard here, but Olaf's gonna sneak outside, and Lekro on the opposite side by Olaf's spot. Oh, you cheeky monkey. He's just looking at him. And Olaf takes out Lekro. This prompts Faze to just rush out down ladder into the open outside bomb site. Forrest definitely want to save this AWP. Dennis and Rez try to get some exit kills. You have pistols. You're not going to, I mean, you're going to be buying next round, so try to get some guns.
Will they hunt? Forrest backing away. Forrest with a beautiful head of hair at the moment. That cap is hiding gorgeous locks.
He has really long hair, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And fat ass beard as well. Just got hair all around his head.
Have you ever seen his hair down long, like let out? Because it's always in the ponytail.
Yeah, I haven't seen it free flowing.
We need
under the
we need
waterfall.
a picture. I need to see it. I want to see his long locks. Faze taking it 8-5, Forrest saving the AWP, which is going to be pretty huge for this round since none of them could really afford it without sacrificing armor and nades and all that good stuff. It's about the little things, you know? You got to save that slow nickel.
2 rounds remain in this first half. First of 2 games between Ninjas in Pajamas and Faze. It is Inferno to follow. So let's see if they can put that AWP to work, NIP, that they saved from the round prior. Of course, Guardian is on a sniper rifle as well. Double nades in case of some plays like we saw previously, I think, with Forrest and Lekro. Forrest eats the AWP. I swear Guardian always gets headshots with the sniper rifle. It's so crazy. That big chest to look at. Oh, crikey. He had a chance there. Second chance. Not quite all the damage. Going through the wall a little bit. Lekro fortunate to get away with that. He'll feel blessed.
Faze doing a really good job of outpicking NIP early in the rounds. A lot of the rounds that Faze has won, and they've been getting the early picks. NIP not really in exchange to, or in position to exchange kills, and this is hurting them terribly. Olaf trying to find information out the Ivy as his entire team's going to walk inside. Faze, a lot of success in this inside get right in an open spot. He has his teammate Dennis up top to cover him. And here comes the nades. Here they go.
Oh,
that did not work.
No, it didn't. And that might be a save. 3 versus 5. What can you really expect to do? Dennis is on the high ground. There's 1 kill for him. Now, if he can get another one, then maybe, baby. But surely it's suicidal to peek against so many players in the B bomb site. But they're still continuing. Maybe Rez is hiding in plain sight or something.
Ooh, he has a kit, though. You think he'll ninja? Guardian, I think, is going to check this.
Guardian's having a look at the moment, as we can see on the radar. Lekro running distraction. They start to leave the site. Rez starts to creep in.
That was such a smart shot by Lekro. Oh, Kerrigan, too smart.
That was fun.
I think that alt shot from Lekro caused them to over-rotate, thinking that they're going to be 100% saving. So I like that. I like those things.
Smart stuff. But Kerrigan, very, very careful. Last round then, we'll see what Ninjas in Pajamas have to fight with. Dennis will be down to the Mag 7. He's got a decoy as well, which may be interesting.
Not a great gun in real life, apparently.
No, we've learned that it is a terrible
shotgun.
One of the worst shotguns ever.
Oh.
someone's TeamSpeak has exploded. So it tends to happen a few times every week. I think maybe one time my TeamSpeak server just died. But someone's got like a super dodgy TeamSpeak server which just blows up all the time.
You know, I think, you know, I've been using Discord a lot for the talking, and I realized that there's like over a half a second of lag with Discord.
Really?
Yeah.
So
A lot of people
wasn't
recommend.
Mumble faster than TeamSpeak?
I think they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. Like
I guess
those
it's
were the two
negligible.
programs were the like zero, like very low MS and like the transmitting and all
Half
that
a
stuff.
second is a
It's big.
hell of a long time for Counter-Strike.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Because I play on the hubs on FACEIT, a lot of those work with Discords, like Mythic League in North America auto moves you into rooms and stuff, which is really cool. But outside of that, I would always use TeamSpeak. I didn't really bother to move to Discord. I was happy with what I had. I had my bookmarks. I joined maybe 3 different TeamSpeak servers, so I didn't really see a need to uproot myself, if you will.
And they're back. Dennis, now, I'm assuming with the shotgun, you'd want to try to play maybe close E-box for a ladder, right? That'd be the most ideal situation for him, but his spawn's not that great.
Yeah, even ladder with a Mag 7 is weird unless you're looking up the ladder, because there are so many people who go for a 2-man drop these days.
That's true.
That it's not even
But you go inside.
viable.
I don't mind inside. I think I said already. Guardian, look at this rush. Just snuck out here. I love the strat as a 50p.
Nice snap from him. Again, it's deceptively difficult. The corner of those trains, where if you're closer than your opponent, you're looking at the same angle, they're going to see your legs first. And there you even saw the shadow before the legs. But I like how, even though he knew that guy was coming, he was still trained on the long angle, just went for a quick flick.
You have to know your angles.
There's a smoke towards Ivy. Nice, meaty Mag 7 shot from Dennis. Doesn't pick up the AK straight away until he knows what's around the corner. Smart stuff from him. Guardian in main as well. Teammate coming up from Pop Dog. Guardian blind. Guardian 12 HP. That's still a problem. Ooh, Karrigan can't get anything done with the Krieg. Now Guardian's alone 1 versus 4 again. Wishful thinking on the ladder. This time there will be no frags. 9-6 for FaZe. A very back and forth affair, but they strung a number of rounds together towards the end of that half phase.
Yeah, FaZe really good at picking off NIP earlier in the half. And NIP couldn't really win out the rounds when they're down in numbers. A lot of awkward saves, a lot of explosive site takes from FaZe, and especially in that inside bomb site. NIP has a lot of work to do on their T side. No smokes for NIP. Straight up Glock armor. Let's see this deathmatch. But they're pretty spread out. The bomb of NIP is going towards Ivy is...
Ooh.
Get right's gonna make some noise up there.
It's a trap.
Uh-oh.
No over-rotation from FaZe. Never know what's true until you see the bomb. The bomb is the information. Well, they've shown presence towards B, and for the most part, they're backing off. Get right will be around the Pop Dog. Ninjas in pyjamas taking it slow. Dennis with a gut knife. You don't see those all the time.
They're the lowest quality of knife in terms of how much they cost.
I think they're probably worse than flip knives.
Yep, there it goes.
Bloody football again. Oh look, the football's appeared. I wonder, there must be somebody towards Ivy. Man, I'm getting triggered by these footballs. So bad.
Surprised they're not more mindful of it like you are, like we are.
2 versus 5. Oh, that's a nice shot from Forrest. Short highlights. Well, he's doing some work, and that will be all the work for Ninjas in Pyjamas in that round. FaZe with double figures. Now, with the old economy, being 6-9 down and losing the pistol was absolutely disastrous. Of course, the AKs can come out earlier now, so it's not so impactful, but it's still not great.
Yeah. Interesting T side strat by NIP. They're trying to out-range USPs. Blocks. It's very risky. And FaZe just blew him up. Destroyed him. Forrest with the only deagle. Hopefully he'll wanting to make some miracle shots happen towards outside as his aggressive team going to work this inside. But look at this. FaZe has Kerrigan pushed out. 6 on Nico. And so now FaZe is going to know that they're going to be inside as they rotate 3 people inside. 4, so if he gets a kill out here, he might change up the round, but it might be too little too late at this point, James.
It might just be. Flankerino from Nico. Nico, I think, is a streaming site in Japan.
Is it really?
I think so.
Interesting.
Well, he's going to see a number of people. Is Lecter holding the angle? Oh dear! The transfer, not quite, and now he's vulnerable, now he's dead. Ooh, Forest, the knife? Surely not. 1D from Forest. He's picked up some weapons as well. Which way will the bomb go? It is a gauntlet run wherever they choose to go. The C2s have rotated. Ooh, almost on a knock-in. The spray is eventually there. He's only got 4 bullets left, but what has happened to this round? This is bizarre. Guardian with the USP expecting the AWP in the next round. Versus 2 players with no Kevlar. He could actually clutch this if his first bullet is fast enough. The bomb is rotating towards B, it seems. Running away naked. Now he gets to pick up a weapon.
There you go.
Will there be any bullets in it though? 10 bullets. If he reloads, he can seize his position. Maybe 10 bullets will be enough. Again, just needs 1 to the dome. He's got a HG as well. That could be massive. Waiting for a sidewalk peek. Hopping up. Oh, on the ladder. Oh, for the sidewalk, yes. Forest, is he going to die? No.
Wow.
Faster, quicker on the trigger finger. Forest with the 3K.
MVP Forest in that round. FaZe, Nico pushing Ivy kind of backfired on FaZe because it allowed Forest to just kind of sneak out like this and just take out Rain, I think. That's unfortunate. You thought you had the round, you had the flank. Haha, look at me, I'm FaZe. We're going to flank Nico. But that's not the case. But Guardian still able to afford the AWP, thus even though losing that last round, so has a chance. Hit some Guardian flicks. You never count Guardian out. Just throwing Molotovs down ladder, pushing out. Rain was just kind of trying to listen for anything above ladder, any tells, any signs. And that might hurt a little bit. Not as much as you think.
Scrappy game of Counter-Strike so far. Minutes on the clock, Ivy's been smoked off. There are 2 Ts here, so this is going to waste some time. Ninjas in Pyjamas have not made inroads into a site just yet. Starting to move through main now, but Guardian's here with an AWP. He's been saving up all his money, and he smashes piggy bank. 45 seconds, get right. Could make a play towards the B bomb site. He's pulling rotation. Kerrigan's got a better angle over Forest with the UMP on Ivy. There's one more player, Electro Crab, walking, pre-firing, spraying, and killing. Because there's a trade though, 2 versus 2. Last 2 players with no helmets. Now it's down to the 1v1. Get right, 9 HP, and Rain will finish things off with the Desert Eagle. This is a wild game of train so far. And FaZe have an 4-round lead with 11 on the board. Look at the money, both teams are broke.
I'm surprised NFP was so spread out that round. They knew that FaZe would have to do a force buy and buy whatever utility. And so you have to spec the Eagles, you have to spec, you know, maybe a rifle here or there or whatnot. But they were so spread out that allowed FaZe to just get individual kills and eventually snowballed into a round 1 for FaZe. Dennis giving away his position by shooting that ball in ladder room. Rain's just waiting there. Very patient. Molotovs by FaZe in the middle is going to allow Nico to kind of creep up and take control of this team middle. Very strong position as a CT. Because now NIP has to use utility to take it back middle. Rain gets a kill on ladder, forces other spots in the map to move. All good stuff for FaZe. Good map control.
Nico making inroads towards main, looking for that information now. Ivy still being held by Kerrigan. They have a man advantage, FaZe, so They won't try to bolster things one way or another too much. Olofmeister spots a bunch of players, not willing to duel with the numbers. That's a lovely HE. Look at the damage, and he'll follow up with the M4A4. He is being flanked, however. The scout could be brutal here. Of course, it's a headshot from Guardian. It's always a headshot. 4 versus 2. Bomb getting planted. How much do they commit to this? I mean, at this point, they've got to go for this. They have position while the smoke is down. They can't pick off Guardian. No, another headshot of the scout. Forest with the AWP gets wrecked, so Guardian gets a nice upgrade. Nasty shots with the scout, and I guess that's where those headshots come in handy with the AWP. When you've got the worst weapon still landing the headshots, then away you go. Only one play lost there for FaZe. 4 rounds away from victory. 5-round lead over NIP, who are on eco again.
Guardian being a big difference maker, playmaker here. Headshots galore.
Beautiful.
Nico can pick up the AWP while Guardian fires an M4.
NIP, get right.
Doolies.
And dual Berettas.
Doolies.
Is he still rocking the Swedish color ones? I guess he is.
How much is a headshot for a dually? I don't even know. I didn't even use it.
Probably normal 300. Oh, how much? Oh, you mean damage, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I buy them on occasion on Inferno pistol rounds.
It looks so
side.
weird.
Yeah.
The left gun is like straight. Right.
Oh, this looks like a brief one.
Yeah, dualies do not change the game like some may have thought. Dennis gonna make it a little difficult, not too crazy. No easy kill for him. He wants to kill.
He'll be heard at this point. You can see Guardian having a look up the ladder. The knife is out. One more swipe away. 4K for Guardian. Pad those stats. 25 kills for him. And we move on. FaZe 3 rounds away. NIP on the buy once more. But they are trailing. The gap is widening. It's becoming a canyon.
Little by little, FaZe is chipping away. Picks are detrimental to NIP. Rez throwing the sandwich smoke. Dennis, I think that's an E-box smoke. That's like a different version of E-box smoke, trying to mask the outside bait utility from FaZe. But FaZe, look at this. You have 3 people inside. This is a little change up.
Taking the fight to Ninjas in Pyjamas, looking to crush their buy. And there are more NIP players coming back, but the CTs have fallen back with that advantage. They'll sit on it for the time being.
Again, FaZe with the first pick. It's the story of this game.
And a complete change of pace. NIP are coming off a win. They beat FaZe 16-11 on Overpass in the Germans League.
And they play twice, you know, the other squad.
I'll have a look. Rain's been picked off. Is that a chance? Has the bomb been spotted? I believe it has. Default plant. Lekro seems to be holding a lot of players around the Ivy position. He has a crossfire. He's walking in the smokes and he's finally gone down. So that has really delayed the rotation of these FaZe players. 2 of the 4 players with defuse kits. Barely any grenades here for Ninjas in Pyjamas as FaZe clear out CT spawn area. 1 flash goes high, 1 remaining on Dennis. Still a man advantage for FaZe. They better close this distance soon though. Forrest looking for a flank. There is no flank. So it's a 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Now it's a 4 versus 1. And Forrest needs to help his teammate. There are 2 quick frags. Maybe a smoke towards the site. Olofmeister in the red. They're going to lose everything, FaZe. Can he escape? He can't. Round number 8 for NIP. Only their 2nd in this half.
Great turnaround for NIP. Especially going back inside. FaZe push 3 people at the start of the round. Got the kill and they fell back expecting NIP to maybe work towards it outside after seeing the push. But NIP breathing some signs of life.
Yeah, Ninjas in Pyjamas, they did win both their matches 16-11 over FaZe. So, I mean, maybe there's a chance for revenge here for FaZe. They still have a chunky lead. They still have a very strong buy. And now we see some aggression towards Ivy. Ooh, the Molotov touching Nico may concede his position. And this is a very unusual situation now. At what point do you peek? Well, the smoke will allow him to escape. Will there be a spray? There will. In the meantime, Carrigan with the AUG, pressuring, harassing people in the main position, but now he's got to focus on Ivy. The remainder of Faze all on the A side. 3 versus 4 in favor of Ninjas in Pyjamas, who are rotating away from Ivy, maybe towards B. Now, Rain is near Pop Dog, and he should hear all this running. So there should be a rotation, because he can hear at least 2 people going towards B. Now you see Olaf Meister starting to run an instant flank from Rain as they jump past him. So he's in a very strong position before the bomb even goes down. Almost 2 for Olaf Meister. Spots 1 up top. Then it's still alive, however. But this is a problem. They still need to get the bomb planted. Oh, well, it is Rain now alone because Carrigan is dead. So at least there's that. Then it's just going to be a nuisance. No grenades, no flashes, no support. Just Dennis, he's dead. Some pre-fire, an upgrade for Rain. And Ninjas in Pyjamas have gone for the side plant in the meantime. They're so far back, and Rain may think better of this one. No defuse kits. And indeed, he will make an exit, and it will be round number 9. Second round in a row for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Maybe Rain will look for a sniper rifle. Indeed, he will. So at least there's that for Faze. And now we've got some momentum for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
We should bring the kit back down 200. I think 400 is way too much. It's so expensive. Like, why would you want to pay 400 for a kit? That's why you see only like 2 people get kits. Only 1 kit maybe on pistols and stuff like that. Bring it back to 200. Please. Kits are nice. Encourages CTs, maybe even go for it a little bit more. If they had the kits. Change the whole money system, but you won't make the kit 200. Come on. Look at this Faze. The gamble stack. Throwing Guardian alone outside, 1-man army over here.
Scoping in all the places. The hero sniper, what a hero Guardian can be, and often is, almost always. Absolute savage. He's a monster. Even I'm terrified. I'm just commentating the match. He is towards the IV position. We have the bursting from Faze. Old bomb now for Guardian. 3 versus 3. So scary. The bomb's on the floor. There's plenty of time for Pyjamas. There's double nades. Nico's gone, but Guardian is still alive. That's the main thing. Guardian is alive. That's a problem. It's an issue. But how much does he want to commit this AWP in a round such as this? He's not going to have money for it afterwards, so he needs to back off. Cut the losses. Got 1 kill. That'll do for now. Ninjas in Pyjamas on the comeback. It continues. The loss bonus continues to rise for Faze. 26 kills for Guardian. Forrest having a good day. 22 for 16. Rain and Nico both on 19 frags at the moment. Everybody's turned up today. No one is slacking on either side.
Olaf not trying to give him extra $300. Interesting, because they're buying no matter what. I'd expect him to be a little more aggressive in that situation. He's at a P250, nothing crazy. I guess every dollar counts at this point in the game. Still 1-up setup from Faze.
Dennis with the Krieg.
There we go.
Alrighty then. Not sure where that flash came from. Forrest throwing up a smoke. Is that the one for Ivy, I believe?
Wow.
That is a wild one. A lot of European teams throw that. Lands absolutely perfectly. And Ninjas in Pyjamas are encroaching on the A-bomb site. Rez forcing the Faze players away, but he will not get any kills. 5 versus 3 in favor of Faze. This is the kind of round they've been looking for a while now. Again, if Dennis goes too close to the corner of the train, Nika's going to see him first. So there is a risk involved there. Forrest taken out now. Bomb is exposed. Dennis is the last man standing. 0 kills for Ninjas in Pyjamas in that round. Very important for Faze as they get their first round on the board in the last 4.
I guess they had 5 people outside at one point when they were executing. Just the fast rotate. Plain little, I guess, gamble stack. Pays off nicely for them. NIP on a very interesting buy for Dennis. Just Deagle. Probably dropped Minigun maybe? Not sure. Looks like NIP's gonna try their luck at inside. FaZe has success, then we could probably have success too, right? But FaZe, they are playing 2 people with Guardian AWPing, so usually counts as 2 people, so I think there's 3 people inside. No?
Ooh. Oh. Oh my god.
Right.
That damage.
Sandwich right in between them.
Landed on Electro's nose. Molotov to delay a bomb plant, and Olaf Mice will fall back for the time being, hopping up at the right time, maybe the wrong time, because Forrest wins the duel. The side plant for the Ts, and they will push the CTs back. Dennis will love to pick up a rifle. Forrest with 1 kill. Guardian misses his shot, rare miss from him. And this is brutal for FaZe. This is not the reset they were looking for. Again, even though they won with everybody alive in the previous round, they spent so much on grenades that their money is wrecked.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to eat up. While all 5 players in NIP are still alive. But, consolation, you do save an AWP, and an AWP on train is sometimes scary, because all you need is that first pick to really snowball the round. Nico's going to try desperately to stay alive. They're smoking, flashing in here as Rez blindly trying to spam through that. Gets taken out. Force having a nice push. Very good round. Force having a very good game. Impact kills, entry killing, clutch wins.
Forrest is, I think he's the most consistent player for Ninjas in Pajamas. I think he has been for a very long time, and considering how long he's been playing Counter-Strike, it is amazing to see because not everybody else can keep up. Dennis with some pre-fire towards E-Box, but taken down by Connector. So many players around the bomb train, but Guardian gets killed after kill. Look how fast this round is, a minute 35. There are 5 players alive in total. Forrest missing the first duel with Carrigan. No grenades for the team, no smokes to isolate this Ivy player. Doesn't get the kill at all, loses to the FAMAS. The rare miss from Forrest. Get right, doesn't have the bomb. He's surrounded by 3 players. Guardian was last seen killing around Connector. He's old, well, back trains with Carrigan as well. Olaf Meister, position unknown. And now they have all the information phase. They need to survive in the numbers though. 1 minute for Get Right to work to try and get a 1v1. Carrigan continuing to poke and prod. If Get Right goes too far to his right, then Guardian will surely have an easy frag. Oh, the timing is brutal, but there's Guardian. 3 players survive for FaZe, and now Ninjas in Pajamas are in a disastrous spot with FaZe at match point.
NIP doing with a rush outside, expecting FaZe to be low from utility and maybe even weapons after that reset. But FaZe having a lot more money, I think, than NIP expected. And almost the opposite round from before, where they stacked 4 inside, they stacked 4 outside and completely taken out NIP. Definitely kind of a blunder there. Nico, Bob back and forth. And only 1 AK in NIP. This looks like they're going to desperately need to try to get an early kill, try to steal a weapon here. Carrigan's not going to stop that. The smoke on Ivy, slow him down. Slow him down.
Is that a clue as to where Guardian isn't? Because he's often towards Ivy, but for now he's on B.
Because Guardian won't smoke that. He'd want to up that.
Exactly. I'm happy to go wherever Guardian isn't, unless Nico's there.
Just go the opposite of where Guardian. That's the strat, guys. Find where Guardian is and then go the opposite way. But NIP, they're going to stick towards this Ivy. Maybe sensing some weakness. Yeah,
Well,
that was nice.
there is the AK, but FaZe will not know how many AKs there are. Get Right repositioning, 44 seconds remain. Nobody threw a choke point yet, apart from Pop Dog, which has now been vacated for Ninjas in Pajamas. The smokes begin towards the Ivy position, trying to isolate the players. Carrigan having a look, not really feeling that one with the AUG. Looks pretty awkward. Yeah. I don't know if you saw 2 players on the radar, at least 1. And it is 3 plays in total with the bomb jumping out. The numbers are there. Get Right taken out. That's the AK loss. I don't know if anyone's there to collect it. 3 players versus 3. 15 seconds to plant the bomb. Rain flanking from that Ivy position. So important to stop these plants. Does he try to stop it? He'll take Electro out. Now there's no defenses for the bomb. And maybe there's no defensive left for Ninjas in Pajamas. Rez has the AK, Guardian is still alive, and that's always going to be a problem. You can only avoid him for so long. 3 kills for Guardian, over 30 frags, and that is 16 rounds to the 11 of NIP. FaZe taking train. Some revenge for the early losses to NIP today.
Exactly, and FaZe just out-picking NIP throughout the map, and that was definitely the crutch of NIP, is that they have to eliminate these early picks, especially against teams like FaZe, who I think their game plan, game style is literally trying to get these early picks in the round and then kind of grouping up and hitting like inside bomb side with more people full nades, you know? So NIP, if they're able to eliminate some of this, maybe they would have had
wow, that range.
more rounds.
The Mag 7. Didn't see that first kill. That was meaty. Never buy the Mag 7. Which is a shame. I missed the Mag 7 a little.
I buy auto shotty now.
Yeah, I love me some auto shotgun.
Mag 7 is just the worst gun in real life and CSGO now.
Yeah, it is really bizarre. I don't know if I'll bother to make a sound CSGO of that one. It's kind of underwhelming, not very exciting. And there are the final frags of Train. That bloody ball again. Continues to be a problem. And here are the scores on the doors. 32 frags for Guardian, just shy of 3,000 damage. Big game for him, big game for Forest, but it is FaZe walking away with the W. So that's Train in the bag. We will be moving on to Inferno, which will be coming up after the break. It's going to be our last game in Europe. Then we'll be moving on to North America. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Happy little trees. See you after the break.